Hello, I'm here with Sia Stamus, who is a senior here at Victor J. Andrew High School, and she's an absolute rock star. So we're here to talk to her about why she does what she does. So what makes you kind of an incredible leader has a little bit to do with everything that you do here at Andrew High School. What draws you into not only doing a lot of stuff, but the variety of things you're doing. You have a little bit in the sports world, a little bit in the theater world, a little bit in like the social action club world, right?
Yeah.
So what kind of draws you into those kind of activities?
I would say what draws me in is the connections I make along the way, and that's what kind of like forms our family here at VJA. I started my freshman year with COVID, so I didn't really have a lot of connections going into my freshman year. So starting my sophomore year, I definitely wanted to join a lot of clubs to make those connections, and I'm so grateful I did because those connections got me to the job I have now. All the friends I have now are because of the clubs I'm in, so I'm very grateful that I've joined a lot of clubs along the way.
So of all of these clubs, you know, you got Project Diversity, National Honor Society, Sports Med, HOSA. Do any of these organizations, do they speak to what you may want to do when you do graduate from high school?
I feel like each and every one of them has to do with something I want to do in the future. HOSA is a medical career outreach program where we can help students find their place in the medical field, and I want to go into the medical field when I'm older, so it definitely helps me there. And then all my other leaderships, ambassadors, superintendent advisory, restorative circles all help my speaking skills, which I'm definitely going to need in the future, and they also help my leadership qualities, which again, I'll need in the future. So they all help me create that future goal I have.
A lot of times you're working with kids who are, you know, coming to school for the first time, or even freshmen that are here. What would you say to them about the importance of being involved?
By joining at least one club or activity, you find a little close-knit group of friends that you can always rely on, and that's what builds our community as a whole. Having, let's just say, a transfer student come in and being able to show them around, show them something they might be interested in or something new we have that their old school didn't, is what forms and grows our community. So by them joining at least one club, they'll be able to find at least one friend to grow on and add to the community.
You are obviously somebody who does a lot here, and whatever life brings after high school, which is coming up pretty soon, do you see yourself, whether it's at the university or just in your community, do you see yourself continuing to do kind of this wide array of things that you're doing here in high school, after high school is done?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like joining a bunch of different clubs and activities and being involved in our community is just a way to stay connected within our community and form that like family that I want to be in. And then also along with that, that's how you meet new people and just grow your connections. So that's why I would love to.
Awesome. You said family a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I want you to talk a little bit about the Andrew family. Like what makes it a family to you?
The people, everyone's so welcoming and supporting, and I can't even go down the hall without a teacher or a student saying hi, and it just makes it feel like home, being able to come and know that there's people here that support you and want you to get where you want to be in the future.
Thank you very much, Sia. I appreciate you spending time. Hello, my name is Dr. Robert Nolting. I'm here at Victor J. Andrew High School talking to an incredible leader here at Andrew, Diane Mendoza. Diana has been a teacher here for a long, long time. I had the chance to work with her for a while, so I know that. But she is also leading our EL program here. So we're going to talk a little bit about that as well as the building in general. So thank you for being with us. So EL is for students who are kind of new to learning English language. They have a native language, they're trying to develop English, right? So that wasn't where you started your career here at Andrew. What drew you into that, or maybe pushed you into that?
EL has always been special to me. My parents were EL learners. They came here and kind of went through the process themselves. So I have a lot of like true connections with kind of the struggles that they told me and they were facing. And they didn't have as many resources, obviously, as we do now. So I wanted to explore that a little further. Every time I meet a new family from a different country, experience a new culture through them, I feel like I learned something new.
Right.
And then I'll implement that throughout my career here.
Okay. Well, awesome. So when I was here a while ago, the EL program literally was about a dozen kids. It's definitely not a dozen kids anymore. So what are some of the things that you've seen, not just with the volume growth, but with the program growth over the time that you've been spending with the EL?
So we started with one part-time teacher. and then grew, incredibly in a short amount of time over the past 5 or 6 years. Now we have about 138 identified EL students in the building. We see kids from all over the world. So it's very interesting to see like their cultural connections, what they bring to Andrew High School. No matter where they are in their English language acquisition, we find a spot to meet them. So our programming is really designed to kind of help them to where they're at. Some kids come from a lot of English language exposure and some have zero. So we need to be equipped and ready with the resources to help those students achieve whatever their goal is for the future.
You've been at Andrew for a couple of years now.
Yes.
What's one thing that you appreciate here at Andrew, being a staff member, a leader, and again, being around the program, EL specifically, for quite a while? What's one of the things that you're most proud of, or you would say about Andrew High School in general?
I would say my 13 years here thus far. I started, student teaching, and then a paraprofessional, and then a teacher, EL teacher, sped teacher, English teacher. Every department or avenue that I've been, in all those levels, even as a student teacher, everyone has been super kind and family, like very family oriented, very understanding. There hasn't been one day where I've come into work thinking like, well, I'm alone here, or I'm not going to be supported here. And I feel like that's unique to our school and our district in general, that we always have a home base here, and feel like, we're not alone. We're not on an island, even though some days it might feel like that. I try to come in with a positive attitude and just kind of know that I'm going to have the support here that I need.
Thank you for spending some time. It's great to get to
Thank
know you
you.
as I
Thanks so
do.
much.